your water meter right there. Coming along. House faces south. These are your main cleanouts, sewer cleanouts. In the garage on the north interior wall. This will be your main water shutoff valve, and you also have a backflow pressure reduction valve. And you can see it in there. They'll cut this out for you. But this is the exterior video. I could spend 2 days on the exterior, itemizing and itemizing and itemizing. So this is what I usually say. 99.5% of the time is that somebody needs to come back to the exterior with another set of eyes and another set of hands and add some love to this. Is that right? Is that in a good workmanlike manner? I don't think so. Issues too numerous to list. You think wind-driven rain can go inside of there? That's the paper off of the back of the flashing tape that was left. Really? It's just amazing. How about those guys? You think that's going to keep water out? I don't. I don't think it's going to keep water out at all. Okay, I am going to make an assumption here that this is going to be a brick home. I don't know, I just got a hunch. Okay, brick is a very good building material. It's a lifetime. Some of them might break, but it's a lifetime. Zero maintenance unless you paint it. Or, you know, every once in a while you might have to repoint it because of some movement. It's fireproof. The house could burn down and you could still use this brick. It's a great insulator. But it's porous. It's porous. Water goes right through it. You'd be surprised how much water goes through your brick. So this whole wall system is designed to shed water. We know that we've got brick. We know that it's got a lot of great qualities. It's very desirable. But we're trying to shed water away from the structure, out of it. See all that tape up there? Does that look like it's going to shed water? No, it's going to build up in your walls is what it's going to do. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound so negative. Alright? Another set of eyes and hands. Look at that. Is that the way it's supposed to be installed? Oh, here's instructions. How about that? Roll the tape. Does that look like it's been rolled to you? That's been rolled? Burnished? You went to art school? Doesn't look like it's been rolled to me, or burnished. This is your electrical system. Water's going through the brick. You think it's going to go right on in here? I do. You think that's going to keep the water out? I don't. I don't think it's going to keep much water out. I think we've got a problem here. Another set of eyes. I'm not going to catch all this. You don't have to put tape if you read the instructions. You don't have to put the tape on this if you lap it. But when you secure it like this and it's gotten wet, look at that. You think water's going to... No. We got problems here. You think water's going to jump down to that hole? Hillbilly home inspection. This is the refrigerant piping for your HVAC system. It might be a heat pump system. It might be just an air conditioning system. This is a refrigerant piping for that. So the condensing unit is going to be installed out here. That's why we have that's electric receptacle outlet for the service. I don't know where the 220 is. Oh, that's it. Is that 220 right here? Okay. It looks like it. We're supposed to have a disconnect for it. How about that? I don't see an outlet box for the 220, 240 disconnect for the HVAC system. But this piping is supposed to be sealed, not crimped like that. See that? See that hole? It's supposed to be sealed. If air gets in there, you think air's gotten in there, then it ruins the pipe. They might tell you that, oh, we can pull a vacuum anyway. No, it takes more than a vacuum. Alright, oh, we'll purge it with nitrogen and then we'll, I guess, I don't know. I tell you what, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to me at all. All you gotta do is talk to an expert in the field and they'll tell you that no, it shouldn't have been handled so carelessly. Think that flashing cascades out? Does it go between so that water can go? No. No, it's not. Peekaboo. Moving on along. Roll the tape. It's called instruction. Does that look rolled to you? It doesn't look rolled to me. It doesn't look rolled at all. You're going to want to make sure that the grading, this is one of the few framing inspections, pre-drywall inspections if you will, that I've done where the grading is this complete, if you will. And we want water to be diverted away from the structure. And there's grading, and then there's drainage. And when I come back, I'm really going to have my eye on the drainage. They're usually pretty good about the grading, and they're not too good about the drainage. Moving on along. Here's some of that rolled tape, right? We still rolling our tape? Does that work? How about this one? This whole piece right here is supposed to go in first, and then the sides go down, and then the top goes across to seal it. But it didn't go across. Look at that. You got the board right there. How about this? Good home. This is Bud. Yeah. What we got here? Inquiring minds want to know. Because that is a lumber sticker, and that is lumber. Alright? I'm glad that it's bolted down nice. That's good. But these posts like this are supposed to be on stands to help prevent the moisture from wicking up off the cement into the wood. We didn't put a stand down here. We got a nice, it's bolted down. We could suffer having a stand underneath here. In fact, you're supposed to have a stand underneath here. That's a deficiency. Is it going to rot overnight? No, it's not going to rot overnight. Is it going to rot? You bet. Yeah, it is. You know how I know? I replaced mine. That's how I know. I can tell you all about it. I had to jack it all up. Yeah, it's fun. Moving on along. There's those crooked windows I was talking about, or will be talking about. They're just not that straight. Tape, rolled, another set of hands, another set of eyes, another set of hands. All the way around. And then this stuff has a skin on it. Okay, you can kind of see the plies right there. Alright. When you peel the skin off, do you lose the integrity, the moisture barrier? I mean, yeah, you do. This tape should be properly installed over that to cover that whole hole, the entire hole. Moving on along. How's that look? Does that look like... You think water's just going to curl in there? I do. That's what I think. I think a lot about this stuff. Well, let me put it that way. I phrased that wrong. I think about this stuff a lot. I don't think a lot about it. Okay, these plumbing pipes are supposed to be painted to help protect the UV rays from the sun, and you see that little cap on it? Well, it's supposed to be there for the time being. And after they pressure test the drainage system, then they cut that cap off and they paint the pipe. That's what they do. Okay, so moving on along. This isn't a lot, but it is what it is. But this siding right here, the butt joints are supposed to have flashing tape behind them. And they hardly ever do. But now here's an interesting thing, a choice of materials, if you will. It's obvious that the material comes in the entire width. But for whatever reason, they chose to use two pieces right here underneath the window. Now that window supports all the weight that's going around it. There's going to be some movement. You think the movement's going to be at that joint right there? They could have put it down here for better drainage. They could have put it up at the top so that it's not unsightly. But they put it right in the middle, right next to the window. It's like there's not a good reason to put it there. Except, you know, pride and workmanship. Shut up, bud. Talk nice. Okay. Now over here, this little board right here, that's called a cornice. And I'm just saying that so that we understand what we're talking about. But I'm not talking about that board. I'm talking about that silver shiny flashing above it, that metal. You see the shingles, the metal, and then the cornice. And that metal, okay, it's kind of like this butt joint over here. Alright, so it comes in certain lengths. And so what happens is anytime that flashing, whether it's on the rake or the drip edge, which is called edge flashing, but anytime that flashing overlaps, it's supposed to overlap a minimum of 2 inches. Now, statistically, is that the end of the world? Probably not. House going to fall down because of that? Probably not. Is it right? Nope. It's not what the manufacturer said. So I'm just here to say. Okay, moving on along. We're still movers. It's a nice looking bunch of brick. The windows, it's just redundant. We need another set of hands, another set of eyes to go around to spend a day on this house. Instead of you go to spend a day on this house fixing it, fixing all this, making it nice. Making it nice so when the brick goes up, you've got a nice home, a nice dry home. That would be ideal. If you could have a nice dry home. I think that's a reasonable expectation.